Alright, I thought this would be a good time to take a second to talk about what all this is. This is basically just a kind of a standard foundation drain board, a dimples out drain board. And it's probably the most common foundation drain board that I've seen. And it was pretty easy to get. And I know that they make like a drain board that comes with lath pre-attached to it, that's for, you know, like stucco or even for this purpose, but I wasn't able to source it. I would have had a real hard time sourcing it. So this is what I bought. It was easy and, you know, it's working pretty well. And it's got this real nice thick back, so I think this will do the trick. This here is just some filter fabric that I'm using as bug screen. So I've wrapped the bottoms that are cut, and then where the pieces overlap, I just overlap these over each other, and that keeps the stucco from getting into this air gap. And this air gap will allow the stucco to dry from behind. It works just like the Rainscreen above. And on the bottom here, well, first I've got this dimples out or dimples in drain board. So you can see these are like the two different styles of drain board. This dimples out requires a fabric, and this one doesn't. This stuff is cheaper than this stuff, of course. And I liked it because there is no fabric to get filled up or fail or tear holes and eventually fill up your, you know, I don't know. I think it works fine, but I just decided to go with this down there. There's a termination strip that caps this stuff, and then I got some flashing that kind of helps seal off the top of this and protect any UV from getting behind there. And then this is a special weep screed that, if you see those slots there, that's what allows the air to come up into this cavity. And then when I shoot the cement on there, it doesn't make a perfect seal with the top, and so the air can just flow right through. That's what will allow the stone, hopefully allow this stonework to last for a very long time without any water damage or anything like that. So then this just basically gets fastened on. You can see these are all just ram sets, and this weep screed is actually all fastened with ram sets as well. And this is, you know, this is just laid on there, and the nails go through both the weep screed and the flashing, so the flashing is nailed in too. And this is just aluminum flashing. And then this is just regular galvanized steel mesh. These are galvanized plaster washers, and these are 1 3/4" Tapcons. And then if they ever didn't grab, I had 2 1/4s to throw in, and usually that I never had them. And if that didn't grab, then I had, I think, 2 1/2s or 2 3/4s too. But I only had to do that like once, I think. But otherwise, I put one basically like every square foot. So a Tapcon every square foot, and I have roto-hammered each one in. And down there you can see there's actually, it's going up and over the rim board, so I was able to nail stainless steel nails through. And down below there I had some wood that I could attach to. That's what I did, and then yeah, it'll just get wrapped. I'll shoot it with concrete, and then I'll put a scratch coat on it, like so. I guess it's still drying. Yep, just like that. And I want to make sure that every single one of these pulls real nice and tight so that it helps self-seal against that peel and stick membrane. And I don't want to get lazy and, you know, I want to make sure I get every single one tight. So Right, so that we have the best chance of this being waterproofed. Because, you know, I spent a lot of work trying to get these perfectly waterproof, and then I'm coming and I'm poking, you know, hundreds of holes through them. So the least I could do is make sure the fasteners are snugged up tight. Okay, I believe that's good for now. I'll just keep on rolling. It's going to be a lot of rotor hammer drilling, and yeah, I'm using a 3/16 inch bit, and I'm drilling about 2.5 inches in, and so that way it's deep enough that if my first tap con doesn't grab, I can throw in the 2 1/4 without any issues, or without having to re-drill. And the way I'm going to get the mortar on here is I've got one of those cool sprayers. They're like a stucco sprayer. You hook them up to your compressor, and yeah, so it'll make it a lot easier than putting it on manually. So once I get this all nice and ready to go, then we'll break out that sprayer and go buy some mortar and go to town. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, let's keep going.